All right, so I'm here with one of BlackTree's favorite people, Mr. Zac Efron, and we just finished watching a great movie, Charlie St. Cloud, and you know, how many people can relate to everything going your way, and then all of a sudden, right at the last moment, something just trips you up to make, you know, to just throw you off your path, and that seems what this character is going through. Can you relate to that?
100%. You know, I sort of, especially when I was younger, I sort of felt like I had things figured out. You know, if I followed the rules, if I work hard, if I put in the extra 10% that nobody else puts in, you know, if you follow your game plan, then you will succeed.
Right.
And that is not the case. You know, life throws a wrench into your plan every once in a while, or throws you a twist or a turn.
Right.
And that's what happens. You know, this is real. It's real life. So it's about how you bounce back from that.
Right.
And, you know, make sure that you rise and keep living your life.
Okay. Last night I'm working on my questions for you. I'm looking at Oprah because, you know, she's one of the people that inspire me. And well, she has this one football player, the survivor of these 4 football players that were lost at sea, you know, just like a year ago, you know, where their boat capsized and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember hearing
about that. You know, I'm looking at this story like, you know, you never really see how dangerous, you know, being at sea is. Do you have any previous seamanship skills before? You know,
I didn't have much. You know, I'd sailed a little bit. But I was not doing the sailing, you know, I wasn't like turning the boat, I was not, you know, working the main sheet.
Right.
You know, I was really sort of just hanging out and letting everybody else, the professionals, handle it. Sailing is incredibly difficult, and you're working purely on instinct. You know, you have to know exactly where the wind's coming from, and wind is not very reliable. It changes directions very quickly. You're on your toes, you know, it's almost like the whole time you're sailing, there's no time to sort of just stare off into space. It's active, and one small mistake, your boat can pitch pole, you can capsize. So it's dangerous, but it's also that adrenaline rush, you know. Anything dangerous is, well, a lot of fun things are dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm cutting inside! Bear off when I say!
I'm not strong enough!
You're gonna have to be, Sammy! Now!
One of the most compelling parts of the story is the relationship between you and your on-screen brother in the movie, and how y'all was able to continue your promise through the tragedy. I know that you also have a little brother in real life. Were you able to draw from your relationship with him at all for the movie?
Yeah, it was sort of built in for me, you know. When I read the script, I was like, why am I so moved by this? I never, you know, get emotional. I never like cry from reading a script. It's always kind of just, you know, turn the pages, see how far you can get before you put it down, and you're not ready to not do that, you know. But this one, I was a couple pages in, and I was like so moved by what was going on. I recognized this is a story that everyone can relate to in a lot of ways. Anyone who has family and loves their family, you know. Eventually, when they move on or anyone experiences loss, you have to remember to stay strong and know that that person deep down is still alive inside you, in your heart.
You're late. I thought we had a deal.
We do. We do have a deal. Meet here. Every day at Sunset Cannons.
Promise?
I promise.
I know you had a chance to work with Brian Steers again, who you worked with on 17 again, but you also had Ray Liotta and Academy Award winning Kim Basinger. How was it as a young actor to just be around this great, you know, cast and crew?
Well, I always ask myself, you know, when I look at the script in the movie, like, man, can I really carry a script like this? Is that really something I want to sign up for right now? But then, inevitably, as the pieces start to come together, I've been very lucky so far with great actors show interest in getting involved. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they have kids. I'm not sure, but you know, Ray Liotta signed up for this, and he's iconic. And that was actually more motivation to keep going and to pull through. You know, you've got amazing players working with you. So, as much as I, you know, sort of had the most days of work, I had the best team on this. You know, we all I learned more from them than I ever could have learned from me. So I was very grateful. Very grateful.
Thank you for your time. Everybody's going to enjoy the movie. Y'all go out and see Charlie St. Cloud, and we're going to keep on
My
following.
man.
Follow us.